Hey yo, it's Spoonie back with another short video. I keep saying short, but they just keep getting longer, but I'm actually hopefully gonna get this one to be short. So this one, as you can read from the title, is about how Jayson Tatum has the Celtics playing the right way, and specifically I mean on offense. Per synergy, the Celtics are bottom half in pick and roll efficiency in the playoffs. They're top half in ISO efficiency, but they're ISOing 1.2 less times a game. But they're averaging the fourth most spot up opportunities, and they're third in spot up efficiency, and they're the most efficient transition team in the playoffs so far. So what is good offense? Play fast, play smart, and most importantly, move the ball. And what does that generate? Transition points and spot ups. And the Celtics, other than game one, have been doing just that, and they did not do it better any time than in game two against the Bucks. And specifically, Jayson Tatum set the tone from the tip to the end of the fourth quarter when he hit that dagger, passing the ball, moving off ball, and just playing with pace and tempo. So let's get into some plays. I've got 4 of them for you. So this play is going to come off of a very common Bucks turnover. We'll see a lot of the best things the Celtics do came off these Bucks turnovers, and Jalen's going to do something smart. He's going to push in transition. The Bucks are ahead of this play. They're not out of position, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to push, get cross matchups, and it's Drew Holiday, so he stops him. But that's all right. The Bucks are a little discombobulated, and the Celtics are going to move the ball. Jalen's not playing around with it. He's not trying to ISO against one of the best ISO defenders in basketball. Let's get into a set here, but we're going to do it fast. Rob to Tatum. Tatum, we're setting up a very quick double screen here. Boom, he goes. He doesn't play with it. He just goes. And he does something that he's been doing wonderfully all playoffs. He's averaging over 7 assists a game. He's 4th in the playoffs in assists. His assist percentage has jumped from 20.4 to 27.4 in the playoffs, and this is a perfect example of why. He's not playing around with the ball. He's getting into the play. He's getting into his moves. And look, most importantly, he's accepting double teams and hitting the open man. He's going to come off this double screen, and if you look at one point here, there's $3 on him. $3. So Brook realizes that he's going to float to his normal kind of drop zone defense that Brook Lopez always plays. And there's a little mix up between Al and Rob as they both start to roll to the rim in the exact same place. So Tatum actually doesn't really have an option here until Al, smart Al, right? Play the right way, play with intelligence. He just stops and floats into this little mid-range area. Tatum sees it, picks up his dribble, hits him with a perfect on-time money bounce pass, textbook basketball, quick, efficient, smart offense, and it leads to a wide-open Al mid-range jumper that he splashes. All right, this second play is going to come off a missed shot, and you'll see this is an example of Tatum setting the tone on pace. Grant picks up the rebound. He kind of hands it over to Jaylen Brown, and then you can see Tatum at the closest spot towards us here on the screen. He's calling for the ball. He sees that Brook Lopez has his back turned. He sees that he can push the ball and maybe create an advantage. He's screaming for it. Give me the ball, Jaylen. Give me the ball. Jaylen eventually sees him, and look, Tatum's got his head up. He's assessing the defense, and he sees that's Brook Lopez at the three-point line, so I'm just going to go. I'm going to attack. And Wes Matthews has, for some reason, come over to double. I think this is just a situation where it's semi-transition, and because Tatum pushed so hard, the Bucks got confused, and Tatum, one hard crossover, goes right by Brook Lopez, sucks in the entire defense, and does he try a goofy floater? No. Does he try a weak step back? No. That's last year, Jayson Tatum. This is playmaker Jayson Tatum, 7.2 assists per game in the playoffs. He hits Grant Williams, the best three-point shooter in NBA history, for a wide open catch and shoot three, bottom of the net. Both these plays are in the first quarter. Like I said, Tatum setting the tone, the Celtics following his lead. They're playing the right way. All right, this third play here is an example of kind of the difficulty we had bringing the ball up, but it's also a great example of Tatum driving, kicking, relocating. Steph Curry, Warriors basketball. Play smart, play fast, move the basketball. So what's going to happen here is Pritchard's finally going to get it over the timeline, and we're going to set a down screen for Tatum that actually Wes Matthews does a great job, and I will say Wes has been phenomenal on defense this whole series so far. And Al's going to set kind of an awkward screen. He doesn't really get a piece of Wes. Matthews blows it up again. Tatum has to go into a couple moves, but he does get by him. And then when he's here, Tatum has a bad habit of sometimes pulling the ball out when he sees that big and trying to step back or trying to isolate him. And if you notice, it's a 12-point game with 4 minutes left. This is when the game was kind of slipping out of the Celtics' hands. This is a massive possession. This is like change the complexion of the game if the Celtics don't get points here, and the Bucks could cut it to a single-digit lead. So does Tatum do any of that? No. That's last year Tatum. Hard overhand lefty crossover, goes right by Giannis, and again, he doesn't go with the contested layup. He moves the ball, kicks it to an open Jaylen Brown. It's a slowish pass, so Drew gets out onto him. Tatum falls into the stands, which, I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? Only the Celtics. But luckily, Jaylen's kind of gone into this like half mid post on Drew, and Giannis kind of loses Tatum in the crowd a little bit and comes over to help, which the Bucks do a lot. That's how they play defense. Nothing at the rim. And Tatum smartly relocates right behind Jaylen Brown, right in his eyesight, wide open three, bottom of the net. That's a massive, massive dagger. That's Steph Curry type of relocation. And you know what? For the game ender, he does basically the exact same thing. So this last play we're going to take a look at, again, it's off a Giannis turnover, which I never get sick of seeing those. And Tatum, again, look, he gets the ball, and he's going to kind of slowly walk this thing up, but it's the end of the game. The clock's our friend. We got to ice a little time. Or do we? Because instead of wasting out the shot clock, Tatum just goes. He drives hard. I think almost like Wes Matthews thinks he's going to delay and eat up some clock, and then he just immediately attacks hard. And if you pause it right when Tatum's in the paint, when he makes this pass, there's 5 Bucks in the paint. Every single Buck has a foot in the paint area, and he kicks it to a wide open Derek White. Tatum knows, though, Derek White ain't shooting that ball. So Derek White pumps nobody and then actually drives on Wes Matthews and does a nice job of drawing to. And you can see Tatum on his way back out to that same corner. He just hit that back-breaking three, yelling for the ball like, Derek, I'm doing the Steph Curry, not Seth. Oh, Seth does this too. The Steph Curry after the pass movement. Hit me, buddy. I'm wide open. Boom. Bottom of the net, catch and shoot three. Celtics generating wide open spot ups with their movement and their passing. And it's all about the willingness to pass. It's about the pace at which you're playing offense that generates these types of shots. And it's the only way to beat the Bucks, because if you don't generate easy three-point looks, you will not beat them. You have to make those shots. They're just much easier when it's wide open catch and shoots than when it's off the bounce. And Tatum set the tone from 11 minutes in the first quarter to the essentially game-ending three with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth. Beautiful offense, and he's been playing great these whole playoffs as a playmaker and with just his movement. It's all the things we've wanted from Tatum, and it's his subtle rise to superstardom that we've all had the pleasure to watch in these playoffs. Celtics in 5. Let's go. Spoonie out.